This is Diril Cymbals from Chicago. We just wanted to shoot a short video, talk a little bit about our cymbals. I want to introduce our artists. We've been blessed to have amazing talent, amazing artists with us with this company. First, to my right, we got Kendall, which signed in 2019, right?
Yeah.
2019, so he was my first artist. He's gonna be talking a little bit about his line and what he uses. We got Mooch that signed in November. Mooch, everybody knows Mooch. He signed in November, right? Everybody knows Mooch.
Everybody knows.
And then to my left, we got my man Emmanuel.
Yes, sir.
Just signed, freshly signed, like 2-3 months ago. So I'm excited for this year. We have a lot of plans, so we just wanted to make this video just to introduce ourselves. And then also I just wanted you guys to have that feel of what we use here and how we play. So I'm gonna start with Kendall. Everybody knows him as Kendall. I call him K-Will. So K-Will, tell me a little bit about yourself, how long you've been playing, and how did you hear about Diril?
So, what's good, everybody? I'm Kendall. He calls me K-Will. Yeah. So, I've been playing drums since I was like 2 or 3. The pots and pans. I think we all got the pots and pans story. And so, I just never let it go. And like, I found a passion for it. I needed sports in high school, and I just wanted to play drums. So, it was probably 2015. I was doing a session at the studio, and my homie Lorenz, I want to shout out Lorenz, he had some cymbals there. I ain't never seen them before. Like, so I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna play these. They sounded amazing. Since then, I was trying to get my hands on these cymbals, and I couldn't find them nowhere. Lorenz was being stingy. I hope you see this video too. He was being stingy.
I'm gonna tag you.
Right. But 2019 or like 2018, I start seeing like the Instagram pages and stuff like that. The song is like, all right, cool. So then I found Edwin's page, and so I sent him an email. I was emailing everybody. I was emailing everybody, and so I guess like once Edwin got my email, he hit my rep up. He hit up Frank, and then he reached out to me. We linked. He came to one of my gigs. He brought.
Where we meet at? Where'd I go? I went all the way where?
South Holland. Far. He drove far just to see little old me. I ain't nobody. And he came into church with 2 bags. 2 bags. It's a little small gig. 2 bags. He like, yeah. Like, I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna play this, I'm gonna play that, I'm gonna play that. Amazing. So as soon as the gig was over, we talked. He said, I'll get in contact with you in a few days. Literally the next day. Yo, you ready to sign? Stop playing. Yo, you ready to sign? So yeah, that's how that happened. And I ain't never looked back since. I love these cymbals. I got a variety. But we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that. I can talk about that.
I'll tell you this, when I met K-Will, it was a small church. It was probably maybe about 10, 15 people. But just the presence that he had, and he took it as I'm playing with multitudes, you know what I'm saying? And that was, he's humble. He caught my attention. I was like, that's something that we need in the company. That's gonna be able to be humble, but still know and understand the quality of cymbals that we have. And that's why I appreciate K-Will and giving us the opportunity to sign him as an artist. Mooch was referred to me by K-Will. He was like, yo, you have to listen to Mooch. And I see Mooch's YouTube, and there's a video that he has like thousands of views, and I was like, let me check him out. Can't complain. Yeah. So Mooch, tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
I'm Stephon. Everybody call me Mooch.
Right.
From here, same place, Chicago. I've been playing literally since I was 2. Like you said, pots and pans, the back of the car seats, the windows, whatever. Really, like Frank said, the referral came in from my brother. I think I noticed Diril probably 2019. I seen one of the homies, Noah Smith. He was playing them. I kept hitting him up about them, and then I emailed
Edwin.
Edwin.
Yeah.
I emailed Edwin probably 9 times in 1 week. And he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna get back to you. So I was just like, whatever. Kendall, you know, like I was just like, man, I'm tired of spending all this money, so let's keep cracking. They changing like the metal of the cymbals, and with the rail, it's a variety of different sounds, frequencies. It's almost like every cymbal that we used to playing, the company has them. However you want them, we have them. And I like the way it was presented. And when I came on, Frank was just arms open. He was like, yo, bro, what you want?
The best rep ever. The best rep. The best rep.
That's him. So I like, you know, I appreciate the fact that you really looked out for us, you know, with the cymbals. And, you know, most reps, we all hear stories, but they're not really most hands-on or really trying to show us much love. Frank definitely looked out for us with all the cymbals. Any cymbal we want. Like Kendall said, it's a variety of cymbals we have. I don't know what you're waiting on. Get you some
Toy Story.
Get you some.
Yeah, man. It's been a pleasure working and even meeting Mooch. Just like K Will, like he's humble, comes in, he's honest. We were just looking for something, a company that's gonna be able to help him out, right? It's not about just, this is the cymbals, you gotta pay this or do that, whatever. It's like, no, let's work together as a team, because this ain't only for a year, right? My goal is to grow and keep them growing as well as musicians, as artists, because at the same time they grow, we all grow together, right? So then, maybe about 3 months ago, or 4 months ago, I get an email from our rep, or the main manager, Edwin. Shout out to Edwin. He was like, hey, check out this guy. He's from Chicago, from Elgin, right? He's from Elgin. Check him out. Let me know what you think. We'll go. Let's run with it. So I was like, I'll check him out. The boss said check him out. I'm gonna check him out. So I reached out. We talked, and like instantly was like, yo, we gotta sign him. Edwin was like, yo, run with it. That's Edwin's thing. Run with it. He says it in Spanish, corre. Run with it. So that's what I did.
So that's what I be seeing on Facebook.
Yeah, corre. Yeah. On Facebook it's corre. So run with it. And that's what we did. We called E-Man. I call him E-Man, Emmanuel. And he fell in love with his series. So a little bit about yourself. Just tell us about yourself. How you hear about us, you know?
Cool. Well, my name is Emmanuel. I've been playing drums for about 13 years now. I was presented with the opportunity to play at church. I took it. I grew up watching my dad be a musician. And just grew up around music my whole life. But never really got into it until I was presented with the opportunity. So I took it. And man, play drums, man, it's something else, right? And for sure. So I had been following Naldi, one of the artists out of Puerto Rico. And I was like, man, his sound is awesome. Like, man, those cymbals is crazy. Like, the sizes that he uses and everything. So I was like, man, I gotta find out more about it. So I messaged Edwin. He was like, yo, he's like, call me. So I called him like right away. Like, man, I sent him a message and like within like 5 minutes I talked to the guy. It was crazy. And then, yeah, we got in contact with Frankie. A week later, I had a set of cymbals, and it's been a blessing, man. It's a dream come true. You know, got the sizes I wanted, everything I'm looking for, and man, it's crazy.
So, when you were looking for a company, what were you looking for when you were searching out there? Because I know there's other companies out there that you probably were interested in.
Yeah.
What were you looking for in a company?
Me personally, I was looking for a family because I see like the different cymbal companies out. I ain't gonna say no names, none of that. But I see how most companies how they run their program with signing and like people like be so quick to want to be endorsed, but it ain't, you know, it's not like what people want it to be, you know. Like, you know, like, you know, you being endorsed, but you still paying full price, and you know that company is not making you a better musician. And I can't say that with Diril. I've been signed over a year now, and I've been granted with a lot of opportunities. Stay tuned. But I've been granted with a lot of opportunities since, you know, I've, you know, signed with them. So, me personally, you know, this company here is, you know, it's like a family. Like, we got a group text, and you know, he keep us, you know. So one thing, you know, like that I like, you know, he checks on us. You know, like it's not always about drums with us. It's not always about drums. We can talk about whatever, dude. And me personally, like, that's what I like.
Mooch.
Honestly, just growing up playing on the worst of equipment.
The worst, man.
Like, I'm appreciative for anything I've had. Most stuff was either, cracked. Y'all know I had those shredded, whatever you think of.
Like 18-inch would look like a 12.
Absolutely.
They had no sound.
And so, you know, I had to make it work. And, you know, like Emil was saying, you know, growing up with my pops, just being able to play with him, he was just like, you know, you screw it. Like, you got it. And you would be surprised, most people, you know, they'll get discouraged, or they'll look at some, or, you know, they'll even make fun of some drums, like, oh, them drums horrible, look at them cymbals, y'all ain't got no cymbals, or, you know, I even used to look at certain guys, you know, they playing the bigger names, and be like, man, one day I'm gonna get them. And then when I was able to afford them, you know, it just felt regular. It was like, at the end of the day, it all gonna crack. It's gonna do the same thing. So, one thing I was looking for with this company, it was just something to stretch my sound, something versatile. So I play a lot of different stuff, and I do it with a lot of love, but I like for people to feel exactly what I'm playing. So something just from a cymbal swell alone, I want you to feel that. And I like with this company, when we talk about our cymbals, I chose a variety of cymbals that work well with each other, they complement each other, they go with anything, and get you something.
Hey man, what were you looking for when you were looking for a company?
Man, a relationship, man. Like, it's crazy. Like I said, it's hard to get a hold of certain companies, and it's like, man, it'll take months, whatever. And I said, when I reached out to Edwin, man, like everything just happened so fast. It's easy to communicate, to come across, hey, you know, I'm looking for something like this. It's just easy to communicate. I think that's something that's very important in a company, is to have that relationship where you're like, hey, what's up?
Yeah, I think one thing that I love is once, like he said, we have our own little group chat, and then when we added E-Man to it, it was more like, yo, welcome to the family.
Yeah.
Like,
We didn't even know how the man looked.
I'm gonna be honest. Today's the first day they met face to face, and that's what it is. It's like when it's meant to be, it just falls into place, right? And I think that this is something that we want to take over Chicago, right? We want to make noise, but good noise, and say, hey, this is the company to be with. This is what you got to go out there, and this is the sound you're looking for, right? So, what you using right now? Like, what you got?
Right now, well, currently using the Raw Bell 15-inch.
Me too.
Yeah? There we go.
They don't even know what they're using.
But I'm taking these home today.
he just he literally came in today and he was like, let me listen to him. He was like, I'll think about it.
They already in his bag. They already in his bag.
Yeah, the 15-inch Worship Series hi-hats. They sound killer. They're crispy. Man, get you some. Man.
That's gonna be our line here.
Some.
Man, how do you say
Let's see, that's the Sherazade. The Sherazade.
Shirazad series. Man, this is washy. It's crazy. I love it. 19-inch one.
So look, the reason I haven't chosen that symbol yet is because I can't pronounce it. That's the reason I haven't hit him up for it. Because I can't pronounce it.
You can't pronounce it, you can't get it.
Sherazad. So, man, I think this is my favorite crash right now.
This is baby.
Worship series, 21-inch. Man,
Yeah.
that's big.
You better lift your hands. That baby comes with a ride too. I hate that.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
24.
24-inch. Man, this is big. And it's awesome, man. You can ride on this thing, crash it. It's sick. Check them out.
I think he got those when he came in to sign, and he just checked it and took them that weekend. He went to play them. You know, I like to check up, hey, how's it sound?
Oh, man.
He was like, these babies are bad. And that's the thing, is like, I want you to enjoy what you play, right? Because if you ain't enjoying it, then I'm not doing my job, you know? Like, and that's the thing that the Diril does and gives you, is like, if you don't like it, then let's find you a sound, right? Everyone always says discover the real sound. Whatever. And we got things coming up this year. Like we got something coming up. Good plans, great plans. So don't fall behind. Don't stay asleep. Cause you better be woke. Cause we coming. Okay, Will, what you got? Get you some.
So I got a lot of symbols, so I didn't bring all that. So I just brought.
He got about 50.
So I just brought some favorites.
We just gonna leave and then let him just take out the whole.
So let's talk about the favorites. The Sweet series will always be on my lineup. So I use my main crash. I'm gonna go to 19, and this is the 19. Yeah.
You see.
Yeah, so I go with a sweep for my main crash, and then right over my main for my swells is the 19-inch Hammer XL. The Hammer XL is real quick.
That's a killer.
It's a 20-inch sweep. Hey, I'm telling y'all, the sweet is my favorite.
It just sounds so sweet. Yeah.
This is a 20-inch primitive. So with this, there's been times I cut records, so I cut this using it as a ride. I seen Mooch video, I think, using it as a ride. But this is like a dry series, and yeah. Y'all stay tuned, because we got some,
Get you some.
I'm telling you. So this is a dry series. And then for last, I'm a China guy. This is an 18-inch Hammer XL China. No stack, no splash in the inside, just China. Now y'all know, as we were shorties, the China was the go-to. Now I'm bringing China's back. You will always see a China in 90% of my setups. 98% of my setups, you're gonna see a China. And yes, I'm not gonna let y'all hear it, because you gotta buy one to hear it. So,
All right, what's that phrase? Get you some.
So these are just a few of my favorites. Y'all can't see nothing else.
Right.
Wow.
Mooch, what you got? Mooch, what you got?
Well, I'll start my favorite ride.
Let me say this before Mooch said. K-Will got 50. Mooch got about 80.
It's a blessing, right? It's a blessing to have a lot of symbols right now.
Hey, honestly, as K-Will said, E-Man said, once you hear them, it's a real quick, like you said, I think about it. Within 2 minutes, my mind was made up. Like, take these too, So my favorite ride, literally I can use with anything, and I have, It's a hazer. It's a 22 inch. It has a crash on it, also a pink, but not too pinky. But it got like, well, I am.
When it's time to shout at church,
get you one.
hey.
Just get you one.
Yeah.
Yeah, get you one. Get you one. Now for church, I'll use 20 inch D-Rod, the D series. It's not too pinky, and with mine, I think I done wore it out. Like the first few times I used it, because I love the sound, and I think I like it a little bit more than that one. So it got a little crash to it now. So
Mooch brought this. Hey, so funny story. So Mooch brought this over to my studio. He custom drums at my studio, and he left this. He had to call me just so he can get it back because I fell in love with it, and he wasn't getting this back. he never wanted me to get it back.
Literally have to go and get it. This is my favorite crash. This is an Asp 19 inch. It's hammered. It's traditional. It's hammered. It's hammered. Like I don't like this crash is killing it. I could play this with anything. Whatever genre. Literally, I've actually used this in a pair of hats by itself. Ride, crash, effects, whatever. This goes with anything, any setting, whether it's loud, whether it's quiet. It's perfect for everything. Get you one. I think my second favorite would probably be the Nomad.
Ooh, that's the new one that came out.
Yes, sir.
Still ain't got one yet.
Yeah, I came by and I seen it. I was like, what is this? Just from how it looks, I was intrigued. I'm like, maybe I won't like it. Maybe it won't be too much crash. It's perfect. It cuts off. There's none of that. It's perfect. I like it. And I think these two blend together with just about anything. One being all purpose, one being effects, whether it's to your left or right. And then I got the raw build 19. Kendall hates this crash.
Yeah, okay. That's one of my favorites too. I just didn't bring it.
So with this, I mean, a main. Like you literally play as a main. He actually played it to his right at a session, which kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, oh. So like brilliant cymbals like these, I'm like iffy because it's like they're a little thinner, so you know they'll crack. You know, you use them as a main, that just get it out the way, like your pocket crash. You ain't gotta hit it as much. But playing it to the right, it feels good. Main, wherever. This is the 19. I got an 18 as well. But I like those three together. It's just like my session use. As Kendall said, we bring in the China's back. Ooh. So
That's one of my favorites.
here you have primitive. It's a 16. Yes. So I originally got this as a stack. Like I made a stack. We were sitting right here. Made a stack because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna play it open. Came down. I was doing a session a few months ago, and I left the 14-inch D crash.
Yeah.
I left it, so I was stuck with just China, and on some Dennis chambers, just let it up, let it ride out. Greatest thing ever. I love this thing. Like I literally just play it for fun. I don't care. Like it's probably like my favorite, but you have to see it. See got this hammer. But yeah, and I also use the Nomad hats 15. They're perfect. I love them. I'm definitely gonna try the raw bills. These guys are killing me, and they got them, and I don't. So I'm gonna get some. You should too.
Get some.
Get you some.